Thursday night out of nowhere. Coming up, AEW Revolution this Sunday night. It's going to be a big show. Tomorrow night I will be live with Corrupted Podcast and, of course, UFC. UFC is going to be big tomorrow night, so we're pretty pumped up about that. Pretty pumped up about a lot of things, to be honest. So much to talk about, so much going on. Pretty fired up tonight, I gotta be honest. So, what's up, chat? I hope you guys hit that like button. Leave a like, let us know you love the show. Let us know you're wet down below. And share this everywhere. Share it, harass your family, harass your members. And a big shout out to the new patrons tonight. We're going to be shouting out all the brand new patrons tonight and all the reoccurring patrons that I got alerted about tonight. AEW crushed it. NXT ratings, AEW ratings, a bunch of other news going on. It's out of nowhere. Jake DeMarco is in the house. I'm in the house. And Jade is in the house. Oh my, yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Callan has become a member again.
Steve Callan is now a member again. Yeah.
Gotta give it up for the member, Steve Callan. Hey, Steve Callan, thanks for taking out your member again, man. Everybody in the chat, if you guys want to take out your member tonight, feel free to do it. Take out your member by clicking the join button down below and supporting with a guaranteed $3 a month for the show. So take out your members down below, and we'll be talking about all the big hard members in the chat tonight. Jake is in the house. People are ready. We're a little bit early tonight. Early shit tonight. People probably whenever we do that, people always aren't, they're like, man, I was taking my time. 11:30. Normally you start late, now you're starting early. You throw me off.
Well, we started tweeting it out and letting people know, and so hopefully the word gets out, because, like we said, we had a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. And
just like early.
That's it. Hey,
right.
I've lessened that refractory period, and you, of all people, should know that, because that's what we talked about on today's podcast. That was one of many podcast topics that you and I broke down and had a good time with on the Jake and Joe podcast, exclusively on Patreon, this one. So if you haven't heard it yet, go check it out. Everybody that listened said they loved it. So
I can't even remember what we talked about. Like we did an hour and 20 minutes on a bunch of stuff, and I don't remember. Like,
so much stuff. TV watching habits, and talked about penis size. That was part of it.
Yeah, that was hot. When we talked about our dongs, that was
really good.
That was definitely a highlight for me when we talked about our dongs, because
absolutely,
it's not often that you get to do that with your friend. And
you donated $50. I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated $50.
Oh my God, he's bombing us early.
$50, motherfucker, boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
What?
DeMarco, let's do this. Surprised Cronin.
Oh man,
he made me high again.
Yo,
T. Welsh.
I can't believe that. Is that why Jake typed all kinds of bad, stupid stuff to me earlier and I couldn't read his writing?
Maybe.
Because normally you're comprehensible. I'm not. I write words wrong all over the place and everything else. And
I provide perfect clarity at all times.
Wow.
My third eye is open.
You know what, D. Welsh? He's the master of this. That's how he gets women. Here, drink this. Next thing you know, they're passed out and he's inside them.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
He just asked me if I wanted to go camping, too. So
that's weird. That's very weird. D. Welsh, man, thank you. $50. We haven't said a word yet, it feels like, and D. Welsh is dropping 50s.
We haven't. He's just bombing the show already. It's going to be a hell of a night. Yeah, TKO Rising. That caller from yesterday was hilarious. Caught Joe and I off guard. That's for sure.
Yeah, he was normal, and then he went full like psycho, and I appreciate that. I
loved every second. It was just shocking in the moment. I
appreciate a good psycho call. Like if we can get a good psycho call, I get pretty happy. I really did enjoy that. But yes, everybody, thank you, man. If you guys want to ask a question tonight, super chat down below, or Streamlabs, Stream Elements down below in the Google. In the description box, you know the 2 links in the description box. All the donation amounts are listed. The only thing they don't work right for is Super Chat. So if you want the right thing to work, do the stuff in the description. Otherwise, Super Chat for now. I am working on that, but I say that every day, and I do one little thing, and I fix one little thing, and I never take 5 hours to do the whole thing. But anyway, Jake, where do you want to start tonight? Because there's like a lot of shit to get to here.
Do what?
There's a lot of shit to get to.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a busy night. AEW Revolution. I even reached out to Tony Khan and haven't heard back yet. Hopefully before this show ends.
But for sex? You asked him for sex or like what's...
I sent him maybe some naughty messages as well. We'll see what happens there, but looking for confirmation for tickets and stuff for Sunday, because one of the things I wanted to discuss is we said to the audience months back that as soon as we had any information about ticket sales, we'd be all over it and let you guys know. Right. WWE has still not released tickets.
Wait a minute. You reached out to Tony Khan or you reached out to Vince McMahon?
No. I reached out to Tony Khan about Revolution for ticket capacity on Sunday.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But what I'm saying is that went into one of the main things is that tickets, and speaking of tickets, I went ahead and I told the audience, if we heard anything about ticket sales for Mania, we would let them know.
Right.
Well, this sucks. It looks like somehow scalpers have already gotten their hands on the tickets before they're even on sale.
Ooh,
and
wow.
What is a $600 seat is going for $50 to $60 $100, $5,048, $6,500, $4,500. That sucks. That's brutal.
Wow.
A $351 seat is going for $45.90.
Jesus.
I can't fathom spending nearly $5,000 per seat for WrestleMania not to be in the front few rows. This is row 20.
Right.
But how these scalpers have these tickets already, it seems like something to do with the way their algorithm is. Yeah, I know there's 1,300 tickets. I was just looking for full capacity, what they're looking at with staff and everything. So we were looking for a finalized number.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like, wow, I feel terrible for people that are planning trips to WrestleMania that are either going to have to spend mucho dollars at a scalp, StubHub type idea, through scalpers, or they're going to have the craziest luck. And if you got a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox at launch day, you're going to need that kind of luck.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
If you don't want to spend big bucks, because WWE is not selling tickets yet. And like I said, you can already purchase them, ahead of time through scalpers. So this is going to be a real shit show. You know it as well as I do.
I mean, I guess I'm not really. I guess like this year, I almost. It's weird, Jake. I don't even care. I don't care I don't care if the tickets are free. They're $1,000, $1 million. I don't care. Because I just want to see fans in the arena, and I'm not worried about tickets.
That's what I'm saying. We need fans there so bad that I hate that the people that are so dedicated to go and willing to risk, any type of COVID exposure and travel and all these different things now would either have to pay through the nose because people are turning and making a profit, or these damn robots that shouldn't be allowed to scoop up tickets.
Right.
That's the shit part of it, so... No, I didn't get my pizza yet, and I couldn't eat the damn thing anyways, but it's still on my mind.
I would have just sprinkled the green on top of the pizza and eaten the pizza that way, Weed pizza.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, baby.
Get a little bit of that extra flavor. But yeah, you're going to have to battle against scalping bots when the tickets are released if you are looking to go. The good thing is that right now the schedule for WrestleMania weekend, if I read everything that's going on, we'd be here for 2 hours, and I'm not exaggerating.
Wow.
There are panels and cons and conventions and shows. So many wrestling events from morning, noon, and night. They are packed into bingo halls and restaurants, and any place that can have a little bit of people is doing something in the area of WrestleMania.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, that's every year, though. I mean, but it's crazy.
I know, but I'm saying it's extra packed this year because they can only load specific limited amount of people into said areas at this time.
Yep.
So they went ahead and it's crazy, but they have more places reserved, so this way they could still accommodate just as many people.
The Weed God in the chat. What's up, Weed God?
Yeah. If GCW and places like that would only use, 2 halls before, now they have 4, and they're going to split it up amongst. This way they can have more people and fans at attendance. So this way everybody gets some form of action. I don't know if WWE is planning any form of access. Originally they said no. We still haven't heard anything about the Hall of Fame. At one point in time, it was going to be digital. Then they canceled it entirely as of last year. Haven't heard anything yet, so it's been pretty scarce on details. The biggest speculation right now is who's going to be revealed Sunday. The way Paul White explained it is that at Revolution, we're going to see a new talent signed who is Hall of Fame worthy. So it's someone not in the Hall of Fame. So that removes Kurt Angle, Mick Foley, so we're left with people like Brock Lesnar, CM Punk. I don't know. Could be Pat McAfee. There's a lot of back and forth between Pat and Cody. Cody just, keeps saying that Pat keeps trying to get employed by AEW. And then Pat responded saying that's not the truth. And, I've not contemplated going to AEW. He says, I actually contemplate more about retiring than anything. So
man, that sounds so suspect. And the fact that's how he
works.
A
real ploy and giveaway there.
But also,
you're talking about
here's the question,
Hall of Fame level talent. You could say, all right, with him being for, punter of the decade and whatnot. So
if he was going to AEW, I would almost think that they would still have a bigger name, but maybe not, because SHAQ has that connection with the sports stuff, right? So maybe that's why.
Ken Shamrock, that could be. SHAQ is already there, though. They said they're going to announce someone new to a contract. So.
Right. Oh, and that was Paul White that said that. So I mean,
but then they're also still having someone in the ladder
match
match too that we don't know who that is.
Maybe that's him.
People. See, Tony confirmed in the podcast they're 2 different people.
So I wonder if he's the second guy, like the red herring type, or the second dude or whatever. But what I'm wondering here is, would Pat McAfee go to AEW because WWE cut ties with him, or kind of has been weird to him? Or wait a minute,
with him.
Wait a minute though. Or is he going to AEW? Did WWE cut him off because he is going to AEW? So it could be one of the. Which way did it play out? If he's going, or none of this matters, and I'm making this. None of this matters anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying as well. I didn't say WWE Hall of Fame. I just said Hall of Fame caliber. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they're not in a Hall
that's
of
a
Fame.
very open-ended thing.
Yeah, so I'm going with Impact and any place that had a Hall of Fame within its wrestling company. We're kind of ticking those people off. So
right,
obviously Booker T's in Hall of Fames, and
Sucker!
I don't know who it's going to be. Really, the speculation is running wild. Some people say it's Ryback, but I've heard a lot of people confirm that that's not the case.
It's not me.
So
you'll never be a commentator. If I go to AEW, Joe, I'll make sure everyone thinks you're a fucking racist or something. I fucking hate you, Joe Cronin. I'm gonna snap your freaking neck like I did to Pat Buck when he was fucking an old man. Yeah, finish it, dummy. Yeah, I came up with that, by the way.
And Ryback, how would you feel if your great friends Enzo and Cash showed up at the tag team battle royal like Eric Travis suggested?
What?
If
nobody knows who they are.
Nobody
knows who they are. That's what people say. What? when they see
I
Ryback,
don't know. The internet was pretty excited.
big ass. I call him big ass and end blow, like a midget and a guy who has schizophrenia. Great, wow, that's really good. I'm a vegan who'll kill you.
I can't believe Ryback that you're a vegan. I mean, that really does.
That shocks me with all his feed me.
Oh, no, look. Oh, we got a sub.
Oh, Steve
oh my
Kalan.
God, look at that. Oh my God, Steve Kalan just subscribed. Oh my God, look, wow. Steve Kalan, thanks for becoming a member down below, man. He didn't just sub, he became a member. 1 month in a row for Steve Kalan. If you guys are out there, we're back up to 50 members. We could use 100 members, though.
Are you flirting with me? You said you want to see my member?
I want to see your member. Yeah, that's not a joke. It's a real thing. Well, not only that, too, I got to shout out really quickly on Patreon because now I'm going to do a 15-hour stream if we hit either 320 patrons. I changed it to 320. 320 patrons or we get to 40 producers, whichever one of those, if they happen. But I got to shout out Jeremy Brooks became a $30 patron. So shout out to Jeremy Brooks. And maybe he heard us on the Jake and Joe podcast earlier. But Jeremy Brooks, $30 patron. Thank you, man. Justin's back. Spectral Citizen in the $5 spot. $10 spot for Ramon Coronado. Shout out to Ramon for coming back. Reza Ramon. Skittles, back in the $25 producer spot. Always nerdy is dropped
People
his...
who think it's Batista are idiots. He always wanted his last match against Triple H at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That was just 2 years ago. Doubt he goes back on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they didn't even rehearse that. They did that all on the fly.
And he has
really
no time with Hollywood. He ain't doing... Dude, I guarantee...
It's not Batista.
Batista thinks AEW is garbage, I bet. I guarantee...
Punk's saying it's not him. I mean, like you said, no one's going to say, yes, it is me, but it's definitely not Batista.
Well, and now that everybody's reacting, now whoever it is probably has reacted too because they've realized... Oh, I've got to say something now because everybody who gets brought up that it's me or gets harassed that it's you, is it you? They all said something that it's not them. So now the person that it is needs to say it's not them too. That way they're just like everybody else. But if they don't say it's not them, now that's weird because everybody else said it wasn't them. So, hey, everybody says it's not them, but RVD remains silent. That's weird. So whoever remains silent over the next few days. Out of Batista, which I don't believe it's Batista either, obviously, but out of Batista, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and all these people, who hasn't said anything yet, So now you got CM Punk saying something. Has Brock Lesnar said anything?
I'm not sure.
Because that's probably who it is.
It's getting dangerous. We've heard Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Ethan Page, Thea Trinidad was another one, and Tony Khan was supposedly just talking to Zelina Vega, and apparently he went ahead and said that, she's worthy of talking to and having in the roster, and thinks that she would do great for the AEW women's division.
She's actually really good on the mic and a good manager.
Yeah,
so she's good.
Not a bad addition at all. And they would probably be glad to have AEW on Twitch with her. They'd work something out because they all have their Twitch accounts there. So that I could picture them incorporating that. And so
I've seen her Twitch. It sucks, but okay, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it was that's why it was a big issue with WWE. So they would turn that into an angle. I'm sure some people think it could be Renee Paquette or Morrow, but apparently this is a wrestler that's being signed. So
yeah, like it's not going to be.
He is a wrestler. CM Punk, I don't see him or Batista. Some people said, well, maybe it's somebody from New Japan because the doors, forbiddenly open, and I'm just kind of worried that that they're setting this expectation super high.
Oh, yeah, I'm worried.
I'm not the only one to say that. Like Cage Side Seat said this earlier. They're like the expectations are roaring, and names like The Rock, John Cena, CM Punk, and Brock Lesnar keep the Rock is not and Cena. Come on, people,
that's ridiculous.
Undertaker,
they're all signed they're all signed to 5 and 15-year deals. What are people talking about?
Randy Orton just re-signed. Ryback is not somebody. They already have Sting.
Owens is signed. I think
exactly. So I don't know. I mean, they have a decent amount of money, so they could definitely throw it out there. But some people were saying Christian that might, But I just feel like that's
boring.
As big a deal as it could be. And they're really pushing this. They said it because Big Show said it's the biggest scoop ever. Hall of Fame worthy talent. It's a huge surprise. Tony Khan said it's a huge, huge star. Promise of a big surprise. It's no joke. And it's different from the person that's the surprise for the Face of the Revolution ladder match.
Wow. Okay. I mean, yeah.
So it's two different signees or two different surprises, however you want to rule this. If it is two different new people.
It's Santino Marella.
CM Punk keeps saying AEW should focus on their talent and theirs alone. He said, it's not me. And he said, I think that they should be focusing on their own roster, not hiring new people. They should focus on what they have.
I mean, he's probably right, but I could see him actually saying that.
And being signed.
And then being signed, yeah.
Did you just donate to Joe? Thank you for the donation.
Ryback.
And because you donated.
People were just harassing him the other day. Apparently.
Myself in the bunghole.
I guess Ryback said something naughty, so it blanked it out. Hey, Joe, thank you for not showing up on my stream. F you and your community. I hate you. I banned some of them. Leave me alone. Okay, Ryback.
Did you just donate to Joe?
There's another one.
Thank you for the donation.
All right, Ryback.
And because you donated, I'm going to fist myself.
Go ahead, fist me up.
Bunghole.
Again, he was censored. Leave me alone. I hate your community. Stupid ass said something other terrible. Ryback, thank you, my friend. I mean, good luck. Oh, Shell just resubscribed on Twitch, on twitch.tv/evilspectrum3, my gaming channel on Twitch. Thank you. 10 months in a row for Shell. Thank you, Shell, for doing that. A lot of people were hanging out with me earlier, or a handful of people, 25 people at a time, watching the Diablo stream earlier today. So we had some fun. Thanks to everybody who re-upped your subs over there. And let me go to another dono here. Let's see what this is. Oh, my God. We got, it's Mickey. Mickey K9 just resubbed, or became a member, rather.
He became a member.
All right, man. Thank you for hitting that membership button. No doubt about it, man. You are a beast, my friend. He gets that green logo, that badge, and all the fun stuff, like Hector Gutierrez has. Look at Hector. Oh, my God. He's got the DeMarco. Hector, that means Hector's been...
He does indeed. He's been there for a while. 5 months?
I mean, that's a 5-month badge, but he's probably been there for a year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hector, man, thank you, Hector, and a lot of other people, too, man. You get the Jake DeMarco pick.
Quite a few.
What are you, at a pool here?
Yeah.
That's hot. There's also
my
wife is there. You get a middle finger. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun.
Yes, indeed, baby.
Thank you, sweetheart.
It's exciting.
Oh. What else do you... I mean, we're going to go into the Revolution predictions in a few minutes, so that's coming up.
Are, but I lost my notes.
Jesus, what have you done to Jake D. Welsh? He's fucking freaking out, bro. What? And he's... I don't know what's up with his weed. He smoked a lot of weed before, but I mean, dude, this weed's made him like straight up like mongoloid. I mean, what have you done? Joe Bishop. Oh my God, Joe, thank you, God. Look at that. Another member coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrate in a minute.
Get me excited. They added a title match to Fastlane because of the screw job that happened last night in the NXT Women's Tag Team title match. Now we get to see the women tag team take on, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are going to defend their title against Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair.
Wow.
At Fastlane. And that's the SmackDown Women's Champion at this time. So that's silly again to have the women's champ going for the titles when other people more deserving, like Dakota Kai, should have won the title with Raquel Gonzalez. The finish was total bullshit. And then I thought Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks, I mean, they'll probably end up turning on each other here, so they'll face at Mania, but she still hasn't made her decision, and this whole thing just feels like a waste. I don't know. What a terrible booking decision.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's just really weird and lazy booking.
Yeah, Fastlane is a joke already.
They were supposed to originally have Charlotte continue her feud with Lacey Evans, and Lacey Evans was going to beat Asuka at this pay-per-view for the Raw Women's title, and then from there, Charlotte was going to beat Lacey at Mania to win the title again at Mania because that's Charlotte. And so now it's likely just going to be Charlotte versus Asuka, and Charlotte is going to beat Asuka again as of right now. That's the tentative plans. We're going to see Charlotte be champion again at Mania.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I mean, God, you just talking WWE makes me want to go to sleep right now. Like,
I'm
good
losing
God.
hope and focus. That's why I save the AEW stuff so I can not put myself into a total coma and get some energy back eventually.
Dude, I mean, you need to get out of here with this WWE stuff. This is terrible. Let's go back to AEW. Like, I don't even I hate the WWE is so bad right now. What are they doing?
I got one last thing. And then
oh no!
So
oh God!
This is not depressing.
Put a bullet in me.
This is a collector's thing.
Okay.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're selling a Legacy Championship title for Stone Cold, and the belt is actually rather pretty cool. I mean, it's gaudy in the sense of like it would never be good as an actual championship belt. I think that would be terrible. But as a collector's item, it is badass looking. It's got the skull on the front, like the Terminator looking skull, the red eyes. It's almost 3-dimensional sticking out of the belt. And it's got this really nice Austin and then Stone Cold on the sides.
Is it out already?
Yes, it's on WWE Shop. So
all right, I'm going to go look at it.
It's $1,000 each. They're only selling 500. And Speaking of limited, Cornette this Sunday is selling 50 cameos for $150.
What the hell?
Yeah, I wish I had the money. I would love to buy of all cameos, Cornette would be the one I would go for.
He would definitely reject ours. I mean, he would be like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
But, I mean, Jake, he already did a free cameo for me. Like, don't you realize that?
Well, yes, he did. No doubt about that. Hell of a plug and a promo.
It's pretty cool.
And Brandon says there's no more already. If they're already out, I looked this up this morning. So if they're already out, then that's
it says in stock for the Stone Cold thing.
Oh, okay, all right. So
it says in stock. I can buy it right now.
Oh, he was talking no more WWE talk. Oh, okay, I get
right.
All right.
Yeah, we've already got the Jim Cornette promo for free. We don't need to ask him for anything. He's already cut the promo on Joe. You know.
Before we get into the fun AEW talk, New Japan went ahead and pulled Marty Scurll from their television taping. They had a lot of backlash for going ahead and, they just went ahead and had him involved in a post-match angle during the tapings of New Japan Strong. He wasn't in a match, and all of a sudden, the internet came alive, angry that New Japan would use him. But it wasn't just the fans that were upset. I guess the locker room and roster were mad that they weren't told about this beforehand, and that he shouldn't be used until either the investigation is complete. Because he admitted that the story is true,
all over the place.
But he says that it's consensual. But then he also admitted to knowing that she was 16, but that's the legal age of consent in the UK. So it's like, okay, you're okay there. So the whole thing was very muddy, and it's all about where are you? Where's the age of consent? Where did this occur? And how much do you know? And
there's a sick Razor Ramon belt, Jake.
Yeah,
like a sick Razor Ramon thing. I think Marty Scurll is boring as hell. So I don't. But
it was just between the reaction from both sides, they just removed him, and now the New Japan wrestlers were really upset about not being told that he was booked, and I get it.
So the wrestlers hate him too? The wrestlers don't like Marty Scurll too?
It's not a matter of liking him or disliking him. It's just that it looks bad on them and the company at this point in time.
Wow. So. Take that, Marty Scurll. Go look for an underage girl, Marty Scurll. You creepy.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. And he's a very shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. Is fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.
I mean, I live in my basement, Jim. I live in my own house now, Jim. And I'm from Boston, not New York, Jim. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call Jim Cornette a Republican piece of trash every day. Just so if he hears it, he's going to get angry because he hates Republicans so much. I'm going to call him a Republican because he sounds like, oh, it's me, Jim Cornette. He's got to be here. I love Trump. So I'm just gonna misrepresent him every day now too.
Sorry to interrupt you there. Cornette's not in the Hall of Fame, is he?
No, but a lot of people are saying him now too. More Ronaldo, Jim Cornette.
But they said wrestler, so that wouldn't work either.
Exactly. Neither would Morrow. So you couldn't do Morrow. You couldn't.
Same thing with Renee and AEW when they had their Dynamite show. We'll talk about the ratings now. They had 1,100 people there actually. So that's why the crowd sounded so good. We're actually going to get 200 more than that. We're going to have 1,300. And Ryan, I do agree. Wrestling Inc. says it's not Christian. He's still contracted with WWE. Khan apparently said that during the Unrestricted podcast, so it's not going to be a female. He did say it's a he. Yeah, I've heard this as well, that it's a male wrestler. So.
Oh. Well, what a dickhead for bringing up genders. Like, ugh. Like, what a...
Oh, God.
How they do
so
that?
Sexist.
Why are they bringing up genders? What does that matter? Like, oh, shit. It's Shell.
Oh, yeah.
Stop punching my car! That's all I got! Stop punching my car! Stop punching my car! Oh my god!
Oh my god, stop it. Boom, 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 boom.
My lawn! Oh my god! Stop punching my car! Oh my god!
This one's cracked.
Please stop.
Shell tipped $21.
Shell.
Hey Joe and Jake. Absolutely loved this past episode of your podcast on Patreon. I'm still laughing you boys and your wieners, ha ha. And in all honesty, you only need 4 inches.
That's what
perfect
we're
donation.
saying. We got it right? Oh, here we go. Look at this.
4 inches, so I only got to go twice.
Shell, thanks for the dough. Now I can go buy a dildo. Come on. Shell, I'm talking to you. Come on. Shell, thanks for the dough. Now I can buy myself a green dildo. Come on. I'm talking to you. All right, I'm sorry. Very strange. Shell, thank you for the $21. Venti Uno coming in from Shell, but no one is besting the top dog who dropped $50 to start the show off. D. Welsh, man. And thank you guys, seriously, for the money. Without you guys donating in these things and Patreon, we'd be dead because the donations keep us alive because we have no commercial breaks. What, do you like that? You like that, Jake?
That was great. Instead of Tears for Fears, though, we got to call you Jizz with Fizz or Come with Rum. Something catchy like that.
Fucking,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. What the hell?
You want to see my schmageki?
All right, now what's next? What do we get next?
So as we went ahead and got into, AEW Dynamite gets a record high viewership with this SHAQ appearance.
Woo!
They brought in 934,000 viewers.
What was the Sting number? Do you remember what the Sting number was now? Because
I can look that up.
I know I'm throwing that out randomly. Nobody knows. I don't remember. But I'm trying to remember. There was a show recently with, I think it was the Sting one, or it was something big, and we were like, oh, man, could they hit 1 million with this? And they did like 940 or 80 or 60 or something, and this is pretty close to that. I mean, for SHAQ is pretty big. But I don't remember.
Winter is Coming drew 913.
913?
Yeah, I'm lit right now and did that.
I'm pissing in a bottle.
Best in the world, baby. And they drew 934, so they got more last night. Still, they've had over 1 million before, but this is record viewership for quite some time. And this Go Home episode before Revolution, I believe this is the best Go Home show for them as well.
Yeah, and it was a
this
good
is their
show.
best viewership in 2021 because last week they had 831,000, and NXT drew 692,000, almost 700.
No,
I
know that the chat's saying 995. I know 995 is their highest rating, but no, wait a minute. Didn't they cross 1 million, or am I wrong?
They've crossed 1 million.
They crossed 1 million twice.
Yeah.
Okay, 995 was.
But in 2021, this is their highest rated show. It's only March right now.
Right.
So,
okay. Yeah. I mean, good for this year. Really good number.
Absolutely.
And the best of all
is their highest rating this year.
The best of all is that it was a great show. Like, it was a good show. So all these people who, maybe in and out or weren't, whatever, they saw a great show, so they're going to come back for more.
The Brody show, I believe, was $9.95, and we were like, damn it was $5,000 off from $1 million. I'm pretty sure that was the.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
that is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it was. So
okay, all right. I was wondering.
But yeah, NXT running 692 last week. NXT had 734, so they went down. AEW again, they went up from 831 to 934, so they went up by 103,000 viewers.
Damn,
excellent for them. NXT, as I said, they fell, so they fell by a little over, almost 50,000. It was a little over 40,000. And not bad either. They both pretty much met close to the same as the week before in the demo. AEW drew a 0.31. NXT got a 0.16. So not bad all in all.
Whoa, Casey Rose in the chat. What's up? I feel like it's been a while.
What's going on? It has.
Wow, that's
got
pretty
a lot
cool.
of people in the chat chiming in, so excellent.
Thank you, man.
But yeah, all in all, it's not bad for NXT for really not having much besides the women's tag team match, and with that being at the very end and kind of falling apart, I'm surprised they even held on to that many viewers, because there wasn't hardly anything advertised before then. I think the only thing that was a decent takeaway from NXT last night that I saw was the Gargano therapy stuff. I thought was funny only because of the conclusion.
Marty,
you found out that Johnny Gargano bribed or basically gave money to the therapist to work over and lie to the rest of the Gargano way people, so this way he could go ahead and have them back on his side. It was just funny that he bribed a therapist, and the therapist is like, you're all idiots. It was a funny little segment, but still it didn't beat an AEW by any means. So
right.
Not a good show for NXT.
Jericho,
not at all.
Jericho wants them all back, man. Did you see that? He wants everybody back. Let's go. And by the way, I watched Jericho's stream earlier tonight.
That'll take them all.
He was hilarious. They were doing like animal sounds. And Jericho was
apparently he was cutting some wild promos too.
He was going crazy earlier, and I actually commented in the chat. I said, "Thanks, guys. My cat just died." And he actually read that out loud and started laughing. So Jericho, always good to make you laugh, brother. I'm glad that I know what makes Jericho laugh, okay? Listen, I could be your butler. Okay?
So NXT is definitely a done deal moving. It's the network. It's not having anything to do, because WWE likes competition. Vince likes this idea of a war. Apparently, this is not anything to do. This is USA Network forcing them out. They knew about this a while ago, and they went ahead and could have had this be fully avoided, but they went with Wednesday still, so they could have gone with Tuesday initially.
And you think AEW would have changed to Tuesday?
AEW originally was supposed to be Tuesday, and there's so many stories that who went after who when, but originally it was Tuesday Night Dynamite. That's why they had the Dynamite name, and then eventually something worked out because of, I believe, the NBA scheduling. They switched it to Wednesdays, and NXT was already on Wednesdays. They were supposed to go live on Tuesdays, but when they found out that AEW got moved to Wednesdays, they went and brought their live show to Wednesdays, I believe is the correct story. Okay. So, bit of a mess. I'm not 100% accurate, I believe, right now in my head, but this is all off of memory. But I do know that NXT is moved because of the NHL, and it doesn't have anything to do with ratings, or because they don't have anything to replace it with that would be getting 700,000 viewers anyways. What are they going to put in there? A rerun? They don't have a show to replace NXT with. So if they get hockey in there, that's a 1.3 to 2 million viewer guarantee. So of course they're going to boot hockey for an NXT show. So NXT is getting moved to Tuesdays. Thankfully, they're not just making it go to the network. And we've only got, I believe, 14 or 10 more days until we all have to sign up for Peacock or switch over your NXT subscription if you're in the United States. So we've got that to look forward to. All the migration issues and all of those headaches that are likely to happen for the first pay-per-view.
Yeah, babe. We'll get it all out of the way. Is that why they're doing...
Yeah, that's why they're doing one before Mania.
Good idea, because if they just did Mania, what a weird conversion. That's a mistake, I think.
Did you just donate to Joe?
Oh, no, look at this.
Did you just donate to Joe? Thank you for the donation.
Unbelievable.
And because you donated, I'm going to fist.
Unbelievable!
Myself in the bunghole.
Jim Cornette tipped $3. Joe Cronin thinks he's Howard Stern with his droopy cap backwards, living in his mother's basement. You low-life piece of shit, Joe. The big guy Ryback would be a better commentator than you as long as he fucks my wife. Vic Joseph is better than Joe Cronin.
Sit on your big fat little midget wife, Jim.
Ooh, that last line was painful.
Yeah, I get it.
Did you just donate to Joe?
Jim Cornette, you psycho.
Just donate to Joe?
I live in my basement.
For the donation.
Well, actually, I do my show from my basement.
Because you
It's not my mom's basement. I bought a house.
I'm going to fist.
That's why I need donations. I need to pay for my house.
In the bunghole.
Or I'm in the streets. Donate more, Jim. Please, Jim. Please, Jim. Ryback again was so vulgar it won't read it. Joe, what the F? You censor my message. I hate you so much. Die. Jake, die. Leah, die. Joe, burn your family. Wow, Ryback. You're
Did
sicko.
you just donate to Joe?
Yeah.
Thank you for the donation.
WandaVision
Because you
final
donated.
tonight. Let's just click off of that because I have a feeling that that's I don't know. That's some kind
I
of
don't think it
spoiler.
was a spoiler. I was.
I ain't playing it. I ain't playing
No,
it. I ain't
it's
playing
not a
it.
spoiler. I read it all.
I ain't playing it. You read it.
I read it all. Hey, Jake and Joe, wondering if you're going to do Remember WrestleMania podcast for Mania 30 to 36. Yeah, we said we're going to do it when we get closer to Mania. We're going to do that stuff.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We just got to get on the road to WrestleMania. You know, after Fastlane, then we'll get there. So, and then he said Debe a bunch.
Oh, Debe. Okay, well, WandaVision, thank you. I was just really concerned. I was like, okay.
No, I know exactly.
I don't give a shit
make
about.
sure.
I hope the show burns in hell. I hope Disney goes down. I hope an asteroid hits Disney. Like, you know, I couldn't give a shit. But I'm just saying, I knew that there's some people. Oh my God! Look out! Are you ready for Kenny Omega?
Jay tipped $5. Ahmed Johnson coming too.
Oh my God! Are you serious? Oh my God! Ahmed Johnson is coming to the WWE. Wait a minute, to AEW.
AEW.
Oh my God! About to come down the aisle, weighing 305 pounds, from. Oh, okay, yeah. We'll do it. About to come down the aisle, the man who'll be inside me tonight, Ahmed Johnson. Wow, did you hear that? I think Howard Finkel just said that, if I'm not mistaken, Howard Finkel just said Ahmed Johnson would be inside of him. Unbelievable. The Pearl River Plunge, will we see it tonight on Monday Night Raw? We're going to find out. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, thank you, Ahmed Johnson. I'm glad you're coming to AEW. Jay, with the exclusive tip. Jay, listen, you've been phenomenal all month, okay? You've been phenomenal last month. You've been hitting these, like, I mean, dude, you remember when he said that Shane McMahon and his little Fight Club was going to fail? I mean,
yeah.
Boom.
Right, spot on.
Dead on.
Damn straight.
Dead on.
What was the
Dead on Jay.
PlayStation 1 game that had Ahmed Johnson? It was recorded promos. It was one of the first wrestling games. It was a WWF.
Oh
one.
yeah, it was the arcade one where they really fight. That one is that the one? Yeah.
It was kind of like that. Yeah, it came with the demo. Had
it was like
Stone
in your
Cold
house.
on
It was WWF in your house or WWF.
I know it wasn't. I want to say Warzone maybe, but it might be crazy. But I remember Ahmed Johnson being on there, and he was the promos that he cut.
Yeah,
we even went back a couple years ago.
It was Warzone. It is Warzone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is the most hilarious promos in the world because he just rambles a bunch of nonsense, and they didn't know what to do, so they left it in.
How did they even get him? How did he even make it into Warzone? You know what I mean? Like that game.
Out of all the wrestlers that could be on the game, I guess they were planning on pushing him. Was the story at that time?
That was.
Then
Austin was being pushed at this time.
Well, no, but he was another one that they were planning on pushing. Like so they included him in the game.
Do you remember Bret Hart? Like Bret Hart was gone when the game came out. Bret wasn't even in the WWF. Like it was weird. You were playing with Bret Hart, but you're like, he's not here.
And he was already gone at that point. Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, they're awful.
Wait a minute, let me go back. It's time
What
to.
did he say?
Let's just. Maybe I should get high.
Anybody knows what he said? Tell me right now.
Maybe I should get high. This is crazy. Get ready. Get ready.
Get ready.
Do wop dat stupid. Oh wait, get ready. Do wop dat stupid. They even spelled it STOOPID. Get ready. Do wop dat stupid. Riddle grim off your face. Why did they even write that?
Because that's what he's saying, apparently.
They actually wrote exactly what he said, which, like, get ready to...
Like I said, he just rambled a bunch of nonsense.
Is this some kind of slang that we don't know? Like, are we just white and we don't know what kind of slang this is? Like, I mean...
No, because I guess they got so many takes and they couldn't use any of them, so they were just like, I don't know what to do, and there was... I don't know how much of this is like rumored stuff, but they just had a bunch of crap, and they were like, we got to go with it.
What the fuck are we looking at here?
And this led to him not being pushed because they were going to push him using the game, and they had to use this stuff.
Oh, I'm going to lose
I remember hearing all this. If it's not true, it was a YouTube video. But
get ready.
You cannot understand what word he said, at least, so
stupid.
It's hilarious.
Get ready. Do wop that stupid.
There's another one that's even
grim
better than this one.
Off your face. Why didn't they write like what he probably meant, which was, get ready because I'm going to wipe that stupid grin off your face.
Yeah, that's what he
was trying to say, but he was having a stroke. So why not?
That's not even Ebonics. That's just, like you said, a stroke victim.
Because it's time. Do beat. Wait a minute. They really wrote this. They really wrote do beat the real.
Oh, I know.
I mean, no, this has got to be a joke, right? Somebody like worked over this or something. Come on.
Oh yeah. That's the joke of it. So.
Okay, I thought this was really in the game that they really wrote.
No, his promo's in the game.
No, I know that, but I thought the text was really in the game too.
Oh no.
Okay,
I don't believe so.
Let's listen to some more of this. We gotta listen. We gotta listen carefully. This is hard.
If it is, that's even funnier. But
I'm gonna beat you, and no one gonna come save your sorry carcass.
Ain't no one gonna come save your sorry carcass. Now this person wrote your sorry, money come safe, but it's like I can hear what he's saying. He said, "Ain't no one gonna save your sorry carcass."
Yeah, that's the joke of all of it. But his rambling nonsense was just hilarious.
Make sure you have insurance.
There's another one. When his voice cracks, it kills me every time. Possibly.
Oh my god! You want to step up? You want to step up? Oh my god! I gotta pull out Warzone and.
I told you this one's better.
I gotta record Warzone and like make a song of that. Want to step up?
Bring it on, because I forgot to take my medication in the morning, and I'm in a really bad mood.
I actually
not taking his meds.
You know what? I don't care what anybody says though. This promo is better than any of the promos now in WWE. This is still better because this guy's because he's crazy.
Laughing.
He's like, and I forgot to take my medication this morning, so I'm gonna whoop that ass. I'm gonna hurt you real bad, and I'm gonna like it. Like that's better still than the promos I hear now. Promos I hear now are so fucking trash.
I was a fan since the early 90s, and I wanted to be Eddie Guerrero now. And,
Dude,
that's what we get nowadays.
Eat a reef. Eat a reef.
If you want to play like that, there ain't nothing between us but air up duty, boy. So go ahead. There ain't nothing on this earth that's going to save you from this sad weapon.
From this. Wait a minute. From this.
Yeah. You let that one figure out.
Did he say? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let's play that again. Sand Ripper. Wait, what did he really say?
They're going to save you from this sand whipping.
Oh, from the sand whipping?
Sounds like he says ass whipping, but
from the sass whipping.
Yeah, it's just
from the sass whipping.
But when you're listening to it, a quick listen,
from this
you're
ass
like, what?
Weapon.
So imagine just you get the loading in the game and you hear that. You can't go back. You don't get to listen again. You're like, did he just say the N-word? Like, I swear to God, and you can't replay it unless you're going back through the arcade mode. Wandy's saying, did he
Oh
call
my
me out?
God,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it
die.
kind of sounded like Sand N-word, you know?
Yeah, I swear to God, he called out the fucking 9/11 before it happened.
Wandy.
Oh my God, bro.
I know that's definitely somebody else's favorite game then.
Oh my God. What does Goldust sound like in that game? Oh, here it is.
Oh,
If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. But this time, you're going to have to fight for it. Perhaps the fight of your life. You see, I don't believe in stepping aside.
See, how come they didn't put Ahmed's music behind his promo? Because his music is fire too. It would have been really good.
Someone like you, you're going to have to go through me the hard way.
He had to go through me the hard way. I'm gonna fucking die. Oh my God, dude. By the way, Goldust Music, Jim Johnson or whatever, just some of the best music. That guy should have won an award.
I know. It really was just so good.
For Goldust, The Rock, Steve Austin, maybe Bret Hart even, and whoever else, you know, he should have won an award. That composition of those songs, or whatever you want to call it, what an amazing job, man. And it's still too bad that they let him go.
It's
I don't
me.
understand it.
Play my music.
Oh my God, Lex Luger. Why are you here, Lex Luger? I don't understand why you're here. What? Here you go. There's your original music. God, was it terrible? That was so terrible. It's unbelievable! Welcome to WrestleMania 10! Lex Luger has arrived at Madison Square Garden! You can feel the energy running through the crowd! Yes! There's gonna be a new WWF champion! You can feel it in New York tonight at WrestleMania 10! I'm Vince McMahon alongside Jerry the King Lawler! Sorry. Thank you, Lex Luger. Oh, no, look out! Joe Bishop became a sponsor, a member. Down below, shout out to Joe Bishop again. We shout him out. Thank you, Joe. Really appreciate it, brother. Peace.
Wasn't Bulldog, British Bulldog, in that game then too, when he already was in WCW? So it was
that
him
might be
and-
true. Yeah, it might be true.
and Bret Hart. I'm pretty sure they both were gone at that time.
They probably like, we should have put fucking Pillman and somebody. I think Pillman was in the game though, actually now, and he was dead. The whole crew just, and then Owen Hart. Everybody in the game, they went. Pfft.
Yeah, that's true, because Owen Hart died not long after this, and that's crazy.
Joe, your internet is fast as F. I want it too. What do you mean, Awandi? What the hell triggered you to say that? But yeah, I have
Probably
wicked
because
fast
how quick
internet.
those videos look to load.
Oh, okay. Well, because, oh yeah, dude, we're rocking 600 fucking gigabytes or whatever it is, megabytes,
Megabits
per second on download and upload. So both. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. Here comes a Karen. Oh, I still haven't fixed this yet. Shit, I should have fixed it. Fuck. Let me try to fix it now. Actually, people are gonna freak out.
Well, we haven't heard it all night yet. So.
It's the first, but it should be playing for the 13 or whatever it is, not for the $3.
I'm jamming.
My dick, oh,
Yeah.
cancel culture shit.
Sing it, Joe.
You dumb bitch.
Party.
All right, let me
Look
get
balls.
that.
It's Brock for sure to air you.
It's gotta
no
be.
WrestleMania push.
It has to be,
And
because-
he's not saying anything. He's also
yeah,
not
Brock's
saying
silent,
anything.
So that's a great point, Joe. And you know, who donated that? Irvin? Yeah, Irvin Stalker. That's another good point there. It seems like it because they're hyping the fuck out of this, and you want big. If Lesnar comes out on that stage, they just
Streamlabs.
embarrassed Vince.
Streamlabs.
Whoa.
Streamlabs.
Whoa, look at this. Is funky.
Streamlabs.
Wow, that's fucking crazy. I mean,
Streamlabs.
good lord. My God,
I'm
what?
digging that.
I mean, kind of cool, but they're just way too long. Let's see if we can get like a faster one, like
Wandy
Shit
has
bum?
13.41 down and 2.5 up.
Okay, I think I fixed it now, so the Karen won't go off every time. It'll be like a shit bum instead. And we'll fix
that. Sucks, Awandy. That's what I had back in high
what did he
school.
say? Give me that number again.
13 megabits down and 2.5 up.
Good God, man! So much for living in that rich ass place you're in. What the hell,
I
bro?
figured that area, the UAE, everything would be so high tech. I thought they had 5G there already.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you got what the hell? I mean, somebody get him FiOS.
Didn't they just land in Mars? What the hell's going on?
Emoji King, got to get the 316 going again. But thank you, Emoji King, for the 316. Good to hear from you, my friend.
Oh, Lesnar could not use his theme. He doesn't own the theme.
Yeah.
He that's why he walked out different stuff, and there would be no way he could use the theme. He could be called Brock Lesnar because he has the copyright, I'm pretty sure, on his name. But
I got Lesnar's new theme right now. Here it comes. Right. No, that's not it. Let's do it. It's Brock Lesnar! Oh my God! Brock Lesnar is in AEW! No, that's not.
Sounds like all that remains.
It is! It is Brock Lesnar! Everyone's gonna die! Sorry, Lance Archer, we're taking your thing, man. We're taking your fucking thing.
Say, that sounds like Lance Archer's music.
Yeah, I'm joking. It's still not good enough. I'd actually pick something that was more slower than that. That's a little too fun, we're in your back.
It sounds like Wardlow and Archer's song.
Yeah, it sounds like Wardlow or Archer. It needs more of a Pantera walk thing going on.
But the weekend after the week after WrestleMania, that Dynamite, when NXT has their Tuesday show, that's apparently going to be a takeover.
Uh-huh.
And after that Dynamite is going to be a huge show. And what they're doing is they're going to do some type of farewell to NXT as a segment. So
it did sound like Gay Switch Engage. Somebody said, yeah, dude, it sounded like a hardcore band that wanted to also make a love song. So it was like I'm outside your window. Like it kind of had too much of a funky dance vibe to it. You're right. It's kind of funny. That really wouldn't work for Lesnar. But it was the first thing I pulled up randomly, and I don't know. I guessed. But
Howard was one of my favorite metal singers. Oh my God, he was so
Howard
good
the Duck. He was great, man. He had the fucking big beat.
Hell yeah,
it's unbelievable. We got to really get going here, man. We got not much time.
We're going on to the AEW Revolution.
Here we go. It's Revolution time, everybody. You ready?
Hey guys, why are you supporting this man? He is a cancer of a WWE.
Oh no, it's Ryan Satan.
You need to unsubscribe from his channel. He sucks. He hasn't even made 100,000 subscribers. You guys are losers for subscribing to him. Follow me on Twitter.
Thank you, Ryan Satan. Really appreciate it with your mongoloid teeth that you took time out to donate, Ryan. Thank you, you Hollywood shill. I hope when you now Ryan, when you're bringing the kids to all the rich people out there in Hollywood for their delicious appetites, I hope you remember my small channel. All right, and just remember, if you ever come near my kids, Ryan Satan, I will put a hole in your head. Okay, so please don't come near my children.
The only reason I can believe, honestly, that Lesnar would go there is because he's money hungry, because he's a good businessman. He knows what his value, he knows what he's worth, and apparently that's why Vince stopped paying him, because Vince didn't want to use him right now. And Lesnar's a lot of money, so he just laid him off essentially. Like they had no working contract. But anytime Lesnar was supposed to come back, they work out a price. They have a short-term deal. That's how things usually go with Brock. But I can see if Tony Khan said, "What is WWE paying you? 5? I'll pay you 10." I can see them doing that for Brock. I'm not saying that that's going to be the surprise. I have a feeling the surprise is going to disappoint people. It's going to be some type of indie talent that's, oh, wow. Somebody jokingly said Disco Inferno. Like that, something like that would be hilarious. People would be so disappointed. Mr. Nice Guy, I guess, said that. Yeah. Could you imagine, though?
I don't think it's. I hope
so unfortunate.
It's not Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis also blocked me on Twitter. He's a scumbag. Nick Aldis, you're a scumbag. All right, brother. All right. Get in the ring with Joe Cronin. All right. Get in the ring with me. I'm in dad bod mode. You're a nice specimen. Sure you are. You're a champion. Great athleticism. But the fact of the matter is, Nick Aldis, I am so much smarter than you. You know what I mean? I look like a trash face. But the bottom line is, I would still outsmart you in the ring, Nick Aldis. I'd put you in your own figure 4 of hell. That's what I would do right in the middle of the ring. All right? I would beat you so bad, Pat McAfee would join AEW because he'd be like, man, I could do something too. I could really be in here too. So it wouldn't be Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis is a scumbag loser who is the champion of a dead company, and he'd be lucky if he can carry Billy Corgan's guitar, all right, to the next amphitheater, all right, so Billy can perform his 5 songs that everybody wants to hear every single time that he doesn't want to play anymore, but he has to because that's all people want to hear. He could write 17 more records in the next 5 years, and people would still just want to hear the same 5 songs from the 95, all right, and there's Billy Corgan looking sad in the mirror at himself. Number 1, wondering why he's still doing this shitty career. Number 2, wondering why he didn't hire Joe Cronin in the first place. All of those things adding up. Instead, he hired a guy who fondles women, allegedly, when they're asleep next to him in bed. Well, I thought he was just a friend. No, he just invited me over to sleep over. And all of a sudden, he's fingering me. And oh, my God, I'm embarrassed. Oh, my
This
God,
is the third
what a weird
person now
company.
that said that, Lesnar would come in to have a feud with Moxley because they had such a crap one in WWE that he would come in and that would be what Moxley... the reason why Moxley loses to Omega in the barbed wire death match.
Yeah.
Lesnar is the one they signed. He comes out and he messes up Moxley.
Well, I mean, maybe they could do that, but God, keep him away. It's not. I mean, Lesnar didn't want to do anything with Moxley and ruin that WrestleMania match. I never want to see those two.
Yeah, that Mania match was so bad. So
never want to see either one of those guys together again after that Mania.
People like Moki Z saying it's Kurt Angle. They said, I know it's a good possibility, but to me it doesn't seem likely because of the wording of Hall of Fame worthy. They said, again, Tony Khan even reiterated it's someone that's not in the Hall of Fame. So Kurt Angle's in the WWE Hall of Fame. People saying Shamrock isn't he in the Impact Hall of Fame? I don't know if they're considering that or just saying WWE Hall of Fame.
Man, I don't know
a
about
lot of people have
these
confirmed it's not Ryback, but maybe that's fake
not
news.
me.
I don't know.
It's not Ryback.
Ryback would be a great disrespect.
Right?
Yo, this whole city, we're gritty. Yo, we might eat our own city. Yeah. Eat our own shitty.
Temper expectations, Jack.
Philly, we eat shitty.
Yeah, where people are gonna freak out.
Gritty as can be. We can survive off our motherfucking own feces. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. This whole city, we'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a...
Marty was kicked out of the Elite last year if I remember too. Young Bucks, Kenny Adam Page, Cody etc, so it's not surprising. Based on some wrestling fans I know, Skrull was kind of a fraud too. Great in front of a camera, dick backstage.
Yeah.
He looks like a dick. Fade to black. Thanks for the $8, man. But then again, I look like a dick too. But
But we've heard some not so great stories from fans and interactions, and we've heard some great things. So you don't know who to believe.
yeah, I don't even give a shit. I just
bomb.
don't enjoy.
No,
him
I
in the
know.
ring.
Gun to your head, who do bang?
Ooh.
Neo Automina. LOL.
Gun to your head. Who do you bang? Coming in from God Phoenix in a super chat party.
Hurry up and change that. It's fucking with me.
Yeah, yeah. I hope this is really. I'm
gonna pass out.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Oh God! Don't do it.
I'm gonna go Nia Jax, surprisingly,
Yeah.
because her face is kind of like good looking. I'd stare at her face while I throw it in the hallway.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's back. It's like that Hypnotoad.
Yeah, it's very freaky. It's
Ugh.
freaking me out. It's freaking me out.
My God.
Let me go one more dono, and then we'll get into Revolution.
Revolution.
Did you just donate to Joe?
DJ Adams.
Did you just donate to Joe? Thank you for the donation. And because you donated, I'm going to fist myself in the bunghole.
Yeah, I'd take Nia too over Tamina. We saw her hide a turkey.
Ooh. Why aren't these playing? Jake, you were so high last night, you tried to forget getting raped by Deb A, and she sat on her hairy baby hole shooter. Oh my God, Jesus. I think the rape part might have been why I blanked it out, but good Christ, Jake, what have you done? All right, let's go to Revolution, man, because there's not too much time left, so we got to get into Revolution. Let's go. Let's bring it on, brother.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Jake is fucking destroyed. Thanks, D. Wells, for the $50, you psycho. There's
a ladder match with some people in it, and I think somebody good is going to win. What you thinking?
I'm hoping Jade Cargill and Chris Jericho, their leaked backstage antics come out. That's what I'm hoping.
Ooh, Chris Jericho's sex celebration, filmed by the drone of Matt Hardy. Yeah, that would be excellent.
It would be.
No,
great.
we got the Face of the Revolution ladder match: Cody, Pentagon, Scorpio Sky, Lance Archer, and 2 more competitors. So that's interesting. We'll see. Who else was it? The one that beat 10 on Dark, or not Dark, on Dynamite. I'll think of it eventually.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
He's the last one in the match from the Acclaimed.
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
Max Caster. There we go. I don't think Cody's going to win. I think he's too obvious.
Right.
Lance Archer as well. I'm trying to think, like, who would they want to go ahead and have a really good match with Darby? Because Darby's not defending the title here, so he's going to remain champion. So what do we get out of this? Who do we see? I think they still have a surprise. We don't know who's going to be unannounced. So that's really the wild X factor. That wild card is hard to judge. But if I had to say anybody, my choice right now is Scorpio Sky. I think they're going to start doing more with him.
Yeah,
especially because they have him doing that AEW podcast. It seems like they want to push him, and he would have a great match with Darby Allin again. So,
all right, who else is in the match again?
So we got Cody Rhodes, Max Caster from the Acclaimed, Pentagon, Scorpio Sky, Lance Archer, and then the random +1 that we don't know who it is yet.
Man, I almost want to pick Cody or the mystery person. Cody or I'm going.
If it is the mystery person, I'm going to give us a pass here. I usually don't do that, but it's so hard because usually it's always the mystery person in these.
So that's really
scenarios.
both of our answers. Is it's either this person or the mystery person.
It's more than likely going to be the mystery person, but
you get a wild card. Yeah,
it seems to be what's happening. So
yeah,
a lot of people think it's Ethan Page. That's a possibility. He could be the one of the ones that's being signed. I really don't know. It could be somebody already in the company and they just add him in, but I really think it's going to be somebody new. I just don't know who at this point.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
I think they're going to bring somebody in. We're going to get a surprise. I just don't know who it is at this point. I'm looking forward to being surprised, though. But my guess, I'm going to say if it's not the mystery 6th random competitor, then it's going to be Scorpio Sky. And he'll win the Face of the Revolution ladder match for the AEW TNT Championship match.
I'll go Cody and then mystery. Okay. There we go.
Right, that sounds good. Then we have Team Taz, so Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, with Taz, obviously, and Hook, are going to be going up against Darby Allin and Sting in Sting's first match in AEW. He's going to be in a street fight. This seems like it's going to be a cinematic match. I'm thinking Darby Allin and Sting win here. I don't see how they couldn't win unless they're really going to keep this feud going. But this feud's been so long. I hope that Team Taz lose and can move on to something different here. I hate the idea of Team Taz losing, really, but
yeah,
I don't want to see if Darby wasn't the TNT champion, then I would want Team Taz to win. But Darby being the champion has to be victorious. So.
And Sting, it's his first match and whatever. This is, I'm going Darby Allin and Sting 100% in this match. Numbers are, I wonder about the numbers, though. You wonder about that a little bit.
Yeah, I do as well. The number advantage, how does that play into the street fight?
And yeah, because then will Sting and Darby need to get 2 more people and continue.
Yeah, what do they have planned? Exactly. So do they lose and then it has to turn to a 4-on-4 because they use Hook and Taz? Yeah, that's my worry. That's my worst case scenario with this because I don't want to see any more from here.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll go Sting and Darby. So Sting and Darby.
All right, I agree with you there. Then we have the women's champion who's barely been seen on TV for months now, Hikaru Shida. She's taking on the winner of the tournament, Ryo Mizunami. I always say it wrong. Work with me here.
She ain't winning, I'll tell you that.
Rio's not winning. She's going back, overseas. This was just a tournament to showcase new talent and try and bolster up the women's division. But sad part is they didn't build any new stars. They didn't build any new talent. I don't have any interest in Rio here, unless they act like you know 100% about everybody. And if you don't know everybody and their backstory and everything, then it's your fault that you're clueless. So
it's really weird that they assume that you know everybody, like, oh, and then they try to tell you to a little bit, like, oh, you know, she's a famous blah 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 martial artist something or other, and you're like, okay, and then they just assume you know these things. It's like you haven't told us anything about this person.
Exactly. So if you haven't been watching Dark or any of the vlogs or the women's series on YouTube, if you're only watching Dynamite, you're almost clueless, except for the Rio and Nyla Rose match, which wasn't bad, but you didn't care about either side. Both essentially working as heels through it. I don't know. All right, so I think Hikaru Shida is going to retain here, obviously. I don't see Rio being a new person to win the title. And maybe then they'll bring in somebody else, or they'll let Britt Baker get a run with the title, maybe.
Listen, someone in the chat just said it, but RVD, we've been talking, DJ Scandalous, I think, we've been talking about RVD being the guy too. RVD and Brock Lesnar both said nothing. So they're on my list
as well.
Suspect. RVD, suspect. Brock Lesnar, suspect, because neither one has said anything. And Lesnar would never say anything anyway, no matter what anyway. So he's kind of like the one that's like, ooh, you know, it's maybe doesn't matter for him because he wouldn't say anything anyway. But everybody that's coming out being like, it's not me, it's not me. It's like you would think it's, you know, the person that it is, you would think they wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, and Joe, I agree with J-Back. I don't think it's a New Japan talent because they literally went ahead and have a working relationship now. So why hire a New Japan talent and take them if you could just borrow them?
Yeah, and plus then people will be like, wait, they're hired, but they're not hired because they work in
yeah,
so I'm confused.
That would, and no, I agree with everybody in the chat. Thunder Rosa should have won the tournament and gone on to beat Hikaru Shida in their rematch.
Yes.
And that would have been a better story. It's a great story for Thunder Rosa saying she lost her NWA title and then she lost the women's title match that she had, so she's suffering on that. And it's just been so difficult for her to you know, make this comeback, but now she dominates in the tournament. Thunder Rosa does great, and then there we are. We're able to go.
You're being served. Pour it on him.
I am.
Pour it all over him. Pour it all over his pants.
Eat our own shitty and Philly, pretty, yo, this whole city, we're gritty, yo, we might eat our own shitty, yeah.
It's the man, Robert Heller.
In the city of Philly, we eat shitty, we're gritty as can be, we can survive off our motherfucking own feces. In Philly, we're gritty, in Philly, we're city, this whole city, we'll eat our own shitty, in Philly. That's why our mascot looks like a...
It might be Lars Sullivan.
It's me, Lars Sullivan. I just got off the message boards talking about how I don't like anybody who's not white pigment.
Robert Heller, thank you for the Ocho. I don't think it's Lars Sullivan, man. If they did that, wow, they don't. That means they really don't care about who they hire at all, and that's amazing. Robert Heller, buddy. I doubt it's Lars Sullivan. I think that guy's done in wrestling, to be honest. I think he said he wanted to get into fighting or boxing, Robert, or something like that. And I mean, that would be probably smart for him.
Ha ha, Joe. WWE
didn't
didn't pick you as a commentator. They picked me instead because I am better. Look at you now. You are doing YouTube and crapping all over the company. No wonder why you won't be hired. I am doing a great job in commentating. You would suck.
I don't think so, Vic Joseph. And by the way, Vic Joseph, if you knew anything, I was doing YouTube for 5 years before they tried me out with you. So you were there, I told you. But you didn't listen to me because your big Nosferatu head was up way too high in the sky, and you didn't hear me say that. You big dumb oaf. But yeah, I was doing YouTube 5 years before I even... They literally knew what I was doing on YouTube. And I'm still on the WWE YouTube. WWE still has my Tough Enough stuff on the YouTube. You asshat idiot. Okay? You vampire-looking, goddamn, vegan-smelling fucking cock smoker. You butt-pumping narcoleptic fuck. Anyway, one more dono, and then
Shit bum!
We'll move back to the...
Threw a leg at Mickle's handicapped bus today.
Oh, no, oh my God. AJ Adams, oh God.
Oh my God.
Wow. I mean, talk about going to the short bus. I mean,
throwing eggs at handicapped people.
I
Tommy
can't
would
believe
have
this.
saved those eggs.
Yeah, no. Nothing's gonna save him from going to hell. So
from the bus.
But okay, where were we here? AJ Adams,
I'm
thank you.
looking to see Aleister Black's contract end date, and I don't see it.
I think he's there for.
I'm looking because didn't he resign not that long ago?
He's not going there. What the fuck? Nobody even knows who he is.
I'm just because if they did talk to Zelina Vega, Aleister Black is being punished from his wife. We know that's a fact. They turned him heel and then didn't use him.
I was sure his wife would punish me.
We could arrange that. Does she have OnlyFans?
I wish my wife would punish me.
Yeah, we have no update on Aleister Black's future either, so. Anything's a possibility. So, next match we have is the big money match between Adam Page and Matt Hardy. Winner receives the loser's 2021 first quarter earnings, including merchandising. Matt Hardy representing his new brand, and Adam Page basically being backed up by the Dark Order here. I think Adam Page wins. I think he's going to beat Big Money Matt. And some people say it'd be better if he loses because then Matt will have more money to mess with people. But I think Matt's already gotten, to every single Dark Order member just about. I think it'd be better to finally see him get his comeuppance at this point and then have them move on.
Yeah, that's about it, man. This is all for Cowboy, man.
Yeah, so I think this is building Adam Page, and he's on his road to redemption to eventually win the title from Kenny Omega.
All right, there you go, man. Cowboy shit is going over. I'm picking him too, man. It's going to be Cowboy shit.
Thunder Rosa, she's teaming with Riho on the kickoff show, and she's going to be taking on the team of Dr. Britt Baker +1. We don't know if Rebel's being replaced. Reba, Rebel, whoever you want to say her name this way, she might be replaced due to injury from this past week's affair. So we don't know who's going to replace her, but it's interesting tag match there. So depending on the participants, it's kind of hard to see who's going to win. But I imagine Thunder Rosa and Riho will be victorious because Riho hardly ever loses.
Yeah, Riho hardly loses. Thunder Rosa is just a darling right now. And
then we have the Casino Tag Team Battle Royal, Joe, as well.
Uh-huh.
We've got Bear Country, the Dark Order, the Inner Circle, the Butcher and the Blade, Private Party,
Dark Order's winning.
Death Triangle, Varsity Blondes, the Seidel Brothers, SoCal Uncensored, so SCU, the Natural Nightmares being Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall, Chaos Project, and Gun Club, and then also one more to-be-announced tag team.
And what happens when you win this?
Surprise tag team.
What do you get for winning this?
You get a tag team title match.
All right, I really think it's going to be the Dark Order, just to do the last like Brody Lee celebration thing.
Do you think Alex and Reynolds and John Silver will go ahead and they'll be the ones to win it?
I almost think so in a way. Who else?
I don't think they'll give it to Evil Uno and Stu Grayson from the Dark Order. I don't see those two getting it. But we got Santana and Ortiz.
I would pick Santana and Ortiz. That's what I would pick.
See, that would be a good idea because if MJF and Jericho win the tag titles, and then you have Santana and Ortiz win, that's a really interesting addition to the Inner Circle drama. So that's going to be my pick. If it's not the surprise team, I'm going to go. You talked me into it. I'm going to go with the Inner Circle winning, and then I'm going to pick Chris Jericho and MJF to beat the Young Bucks for the tag team titles.
All right,
due to Wardlow being the outside factor.
I'm gonna go Ortiz and them. I'm gonna pick them.
All right.
I will say
you now for that one then.
Right, I would say Dark Order number 2. But I do think it's possible Dark Order wins for that like feel good moment thing. And
I can see that, and they would have a great match against Jericho and MJF, and they already have history with them. So
so maybe, but I will. Santana and Ortiz. I'm going to pick.
I think Santana and Ortiz is the better story.
I think
that's a really cool story too. But I think the unannounced team is going to be Enzo and Cass.
Okay, yeah, it could be. Probably.
I really think it's going to be Enzo and Cass. Do they win this year? I don't know because they never got to hold the tag titles, so that would be huge for them. They weren't great in the ring, but they were awesome on the mic.
They're
they had
fun,
so much
man.
charisma. It was so much fun.
And AEW needs a little more of that, man. That character, that personality. They've got plenty of wrestle guys who can flip everywhere.
What's their name?
Oh my God.
The Acclaimed, Max Caster, and the other one there. I really like. I like those two. They've got a good amount of charisma, and they're pretty fun together.
Man, I'll tell you, if they hit an AEW, I mean, WWE is dropping the ball left and right. Jade Cargill is one of the big, and we said this 7 weeks ago. Jade Cargill, how does Vince not hire her just based on looks? I mean, he obviously didn't see her.
And I'm, somebody, Chris said Hall of Fame level talent. No, Enzo and Cass, I'm not talking for the tag match is not the Hall of Fame level talent. That's another mystery. They have 3 mysteries basically. One for the ladder match, one for the tag match, and then the signee. So Enzo and Cass might not be signed. They might just be there for the ladder match.
Yeah, and they could be. I hope that's not the case. I hope they're there to be permanently.
To permanently be on the show. I would hope so too, especially with Cass doing so well now, and being sober and he looks fantastic.
Yeah, he looks better than he ever looked.
So.
Yep.
Enzo looks good. He said he's doing well, and he's always been a wild character, but I really, really like them both. They're so just catchy. That's what it was. They were fire on the mic.
Can you imagine Enzo cutting a promo against Kingston? Eddie Kingston.
Oh, now that would be a great...
What did you say to me? What did you say? Tell me what you said to me, you midget. And them just going back and forth.
Yeah, especially the New Yorkers going at it. Oh my God.
Let's
with
go.
That accent. And sign me up for that. And I would love, you want a comedy match that I would actually be up for is Orange Cassidy and Enzo.
Orange Cassidy and Enzo. I could see
I think that could be a lot of fun.
And then just let Enzo sort of rant. Well,
yeah, rant and go nuts, and
I mean, Jericho kind of did that with him, where Orange Cassidy wasn't speaking and Jericho was losing his mind and shit.
But do it in the ring,
yeah.
And how he does the Smack Talker Skywalker stuff and the dancing and and then every time he starts to get into a taunt, have Orange Cassidy knock him down, and I'm sure those two could really pull off a really cool thing.
Yeah, man.
I wish Enzo didn't get fired, honestly, but.
Okay.
Like he said, he's so right. You see people diving and breaking their necks out of the ring. All Enzo had to do was shuffle his feet, and he got a bigger reaction.
Yeah, Red Velvet is hot. Whoever said that in the chat, I think Red Velvet's pretty too. She's good in the ring. I like her in the ring, and
you could eat that cupcake.
Good Lord, Jesus, yummy. Man, a lot of everybody's hot, man. I think I think I might come out like Caleb Braxton and come out as bi because I just think everybody's hot. What's going on?
It's wrestling. It's
Sunny
almost
Kiss.
a requirement.
Dude, Sunny Kiss, man. I question myself. I'd be like, you know what?
Run
I might
for days.
Leah,
Absolutely.
I'm leaving you, Leah. Sunny Kiss is. I'm sorry. That is yummy.
Duncachino? Don't mind if I do.
Oh, fade to black.
Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
My guesses for surprise. RVD Davey Boy Smith Jr. Lance Archer's old tag partner Cowboy James Storm Brock, and I'll throw it out there before any idiot does as totally unrealistic CM Punk.
Well, I got bad news for you. Everybody and their mother threw it out all week, fade to black, so much so that CM Punk's already responded to it.
Has anybody checked in on Sean's view yet?
Dude, I don't even know if he's around anymore, but fade to black, thanks for the $11, fade to black.
He might have had a stroke just at the possibility of Punk coming back.
Yeah, he's already made 9 videos. I don't actually check in on him at all anymore.
I haven't in ages, so
I have no idea.
So we both said Adam Page for that, and then the tag team match we said we picked Rio and Thunder Rosa. Then we have Miro and Kip Sabian with Penelope Ford taking on Best Friends, who's Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. Obviously, the other one of the Best Friends is injured. What's his name? Trent
7 or whatever. Yeah.
Beretta. Yeah. So he's injured still. So it's Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. I imagine Miro and Kip are going to win here because Miro cut actually a pretty decent promo. I actually like that promo from him where he was going off in Bulgarian. He sounded intimidating and mean. And he's like, I'm done playing games. Game over. Like, this is it. And then he went off and he looked menacing and mean. So I think they're going to win here. And hopefully they start having him become a monster and less of a douchebag.
Yeah, hopefully, because they need him to get him more serious and get going.
They need to build him. I don't see Best Friends gaining anything by beating them. They could lose here and be just fine.
Yep, I'm going with Miro too because they've just got to win, man. They've got to win.
Kenny Omega, the champion, with Don the Invisible Hand Callis taking on John Dean Ambrose Moxley in a barbed wire exploding death match for the AEW World Championship. I am excited
Let's
about
go.
this. You know, I'm intrigued and worried, but
You ready, Jake? Don't you worry, Jake. You're gonna suck my ass at the end of this show. You're gonna be
I
like,
hope
Joe,
you're right.
that was fire, bro. You're gonna be like, that was
I hope
awesome.
so. I'm drinking piss now. I might as well, you know, suck
I'm
some
telling
ass.
you, you are gonna suck my balls. You're gonna be like, you were right, Joe. Wow, that was fire. Literally fire. You're gonna freak out.
Literally fire. My ass would be on fire.
Oh, TKO says Sean hasn't been on in months on YouTube. There you
Wow.
go.
See? So there you go. That's our update.
Why does TKO know that? I don't know. I question him.
I think he
but,
just checked for us. But
Oh, really? Oh,
Kenny,
wow. Okay.
Kenny Omega, I think, is walking away as a champion here. If we see interference from the unnamed suspect, that could be it. But no matter what, I think something's happening where Moxley gets written off for a couple weeks because his baby should be here soon, and this will give him some time off. I think that no matter what, that's the plan.
Probably going to take 4 to 6 weeks off, if not.
Yeah, I think Kenny's holding the title for a while until eventually they have him and Adam Page, and then Adam Page beats Kenny for. I think that's the story that they want the long con in for.
Spend my day working hard on the go, hands on the hourglass spinning too slow. I can't wait to be a Vince McMahon cocksucker tonight. Sorry. Road Dogg, I love you, man. I'm kidding. I love you, Road Dogg. Thank you, Road Dogg. We love you, we love you, love you. Definitely going Kenny Omega 100% here. And I think, you know, it's gonna be like devastation. Like, we don't know if Moxley's dead. They're gonna take him out of there on a goddamn ambulance or something like that, and potentially somebody will actually maybe even come out at the end after Moxley's dead, and that could be the debut of somebody big to go off the air with something crazy. So I think they're going to go off the air with something crazy after Moxley is out. Now, if this was WWE, they would probably go with Moxley. We don't know if he's alive. What the hell happened? Oh my God. Good Lord, Wednesday night, you know, goodbye, and then they fade away, and then the new guy debuts on Wednesday night. That's normally how WWE would have done it, but I think AEW can't hold it in. It can't hold the sperm in, so I think we're gonna see that big debut. Then, if it's, I mean, maybe even the guy earlier, whoever comes out, I don't know, maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it will end the way with Moxley, and that's it. They go off the air, but we'll see. It's gonna be. This is one of the most exciting shows that I can remember, with so many surprise this, surprise that, plus matches that are built.
Lineup, a lot of fun matches, and it's only $50 on Bleacher Report Live, BR
Guys,
Live, and then
spend the money. I'm telling you, show this company the deal here. I mean, I know it's a lot of money. $50 nowadays is a lot when you get $9 WWE Network, $9 this, that, the other thing.
How do you feel about this, Joe? What was your prediction? Kenny wins, right?
Kenny Omega wins, yeah.
Okay, I thought you said, just making sure. So SHAQ was on the Inside NBA TNT show today, and he was fine, playing off, you know, and he's like, oh, I'm just a little sore, but table was fine. He disappeared in the back of an ambulance, and now he's just on the TNT show like nothing. So they shouldn't have done that disappearing spot, or he shouldn't have been on TNT today. Come on, give them a little consistency.
That pissed me off. I heard about that, and I went, oh, man, like that just, why did you do that? Unless there's like a story that, unless the story is like that SHAQ is such a badass, so on Wednesday night, they're like, what happened to you? And it's like basically like they're we're going to bring you to the hospital. And he's like, get off me, man. And he just gets up and walks away. And they're like, my God,
we
man.
should have shown that on the Inside the NBA. Be like, that's the exclusive footage I brought with me. Look at this.
Yeah.
And you see SHAQ go ahead and actually climb up through the side door of the ambulance and walk off to his car and take off. He's like, I had my car waiting. You know, something like that. That would be better than, you know, what? Has he got magic powers?
I just think that they kind of messed it up. I don't know. We'll see what they do Wednesday, but I loved it. Other than that, great stuff.
The match itself, everything they did with the match was badass, perfect. Well executed
for them, yeah.
For everything that they could pull off, that was about as best that they could pull that off.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Slam finish. I don't know what they're going to call it for Jade, but that looked good.
Him and Mark Henry are close. Henry said on Busted Open he wants one more match. Or maybe Kane. I doubt it's Brock. People are setting hopes too high.
It ain't
almost
Kane.
anyone Hall of Famer.
It's not Kane because he's not going to take time off of being the mayor to go to AEW when he's really just does that with WWE. He's got a contract with WWE. Mark Henry
I don't know if they'd want him. Would they really want Kane?
No, I mean, listen, no.
He couldn't be Kane. I mean, Big Show is still the big guy, but like, Kane couldn't. They just Glenn Jacobs. I don't know if they want that.
He's too busy to just do a cameo in AEW.
What's he gonna do? Come out there and choke somebody? Choke slam somebody, and that be it?
That is not happening. Maybe Mark Henry. Maybe Alexa Sweetass. Potentially. I don't even think that either. But
dab 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 dab. If you like underage girls, fuck you, Joe, for dubbing. Feed me more, feed me more, feed me more, feed me more, feed me cookies. I'm bald. Becky Lynch calls herself the man when she's not a man.
Good God, Ryback, you're a sick person. You are really a sick person.
Told you, Seth's not a safe worker. That's why Becky's pregnant and she had that kid. She took her out of wrestling.
He's always botching something. Seth is.
Yep.
What a mess.
She said, "Not in me," and he said, "What?"
Let's play some more donations. There's so many donos, man. We're rolling.
People chime in, Joe.
A lot of people here.
Everybody wants to chime in tonight.
Yeah, I can't believe it that there's so many donos coming in. This is fucking crazy. I'm trying to get through them all.
Hey, Khali and Jake abused your mother's mouth as a cum dumpster, and she got Freddy Krueger gangland in Kentucky by the local Hills of Eyes and Breads.
Oh my God! Good fucking. What is this? Oh my God! AJ Adams. Christ. Holy shit. That's horrific, man. That's a tough one. Especially he's listening probably. Mikkel's probably listening. God, I would like to see that happen to his mom, though, I'll tell you that.
Queefy sons of bitches.
What do you think about that, Trump?
They're coming all over the place.
Oh.
They're coming all over the place.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Tony Khan. And I wasn't a big fan of his promo either, the Mr. Gentleman promo.
Right.
Allow me to introduce myself. Are you going to fuck the guy?
Thank you very much,
Shit bomb.
Good to hear from you. Oh, no.
Hey, guys.
Oh! Bullseye dropping $50.
Oh, God. I'm getting sick.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bullseye. It's Bullseye. It's Bullseye. Did you shoot me?
Joe, I swear to God, if you don't stop, I will shoot you, Joe Cronin.
Unbelievable. Bullseye is now the new champion, the top dog, Bullseye. Oh my God, going above D. Welsh. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Bullseye, for the $55 super chat party. And he said, hey, Bullseye, good to hear from you, man. And I hope things work out with the lady, by the way. I hope things still work out with the lady. Bullseye making the... Look at that.
Oh, yeah, Bullseye.
A face only a bullfrog could stroke. Let me tell you that. But what was that, Jake? What were you saying? Thank you, Bullseye. Thanks, man.
Tony Khan went ahead and did say it is a he. And this major, huge star in the world of wrestling is signing a multi-year deal with AEW. Someone who's wrestling is signing a multi-year deal, a he. And he said this on the AEW Unrestricted podcast that I was mentioning earlier. D. Welsh reminded me, thank you for this quote. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely somebody that's coming and being involved. So
it's the real deal. It's the real deal is coming.
Yeah, somebody big. I hope they're not overhyping it. Like that week where he said it was going to be the changing of the guard, and we got
the godly gookers coming. Imagine if an egg hatched. They mocked that. An egg hatched, and out came...
Oh, my God. The gobbledygooker.
Joe? Did you just donate to Joe?
David Arquette came out of an egg. David Arquette would come out of an egg.
And because you died...
Taker's actually Eggman.
Myself in the bunghole. I'm going to be Eggman. Oh, my God. I'm going to be Eggman.
Colonel Santos tipped $3. Welsh, I see what you're doing. Your antics to suck up to the community is so sad. You will and always will be a doxxer. It's only a matter of time you pay for your crime. TikTok motherfucker. Shout out to Bullfrog and Mikkel Clow. Love you, Joe and Drew.
Love you all so much. Colonel Santos, thank you, man. TikTok, man.
Oh, yeah, Santos.
TikTok. Look out. TikTok. He's coming for you. Tickety talk. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, Bullseye. Right.
Yeah. TikTok. I'm going to kill Joe Cronin. I'm going to kill him.
Benoit Jr.
Ryback tipped $4. Joe, fuck you and your fans. They continue to harass me and my finger is getting sore from having to click the block button so much. Just let me sell my all-organic supplements in peace. Oh, and fuck JD, that cat fucker, Alexa Bliss stalker piece of trash.
Good Lord. Ryback, hey, I'm sorry, man. It's not my... I'm sorry. I didn't tell them to do that. I don't know why people are doing that to you. But it ain't my fault.
Sorry that Ryback, his dog
Did you
passed
just
away,
donate
so.
to Joe?
Oh, for real?
Did you
For
just
real.
donate
His
to
little
Joe?
dog, Bam Bam. So I'm sorry to hear that.
That is sad. That sucks, man.
Because
I'm sorry,
losing
Ryback.
pets, so I will say sorry, Ryback, for that.
Yeah, that's terrible.
In the bunghole.
15 years. With
That
a little
sucks,
pet,
bro.
that's rough.
That sucks ass.
Colonel Santos tipped $3. AJ Adams, you disability mocking charcoal piece of shit, don't talk shit about my brother Mikkel like that. He is superior to you. Know your place and shut your spooky mouth.
Oh my
Why
God.
don't you pick a fight with non-disabled people, you fuck? Welsh is AJ Adams.
Good God, man. Yeah, don't mess with Ryback now. You leave the guy alone. I mean, you know, that's terrible what happened to his dog, so...
Duncachino?
Yeah, that's awful.
Leave the guy alone.
That. Everybody in the JCS community, send him some love and show him we're not assholes.
Duncachino! You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my
chocolate blend.
Robert Heller tipped $11. What about No Way Jose for the ladder match, lol?
Yeah. Oh my God, is No Way... I forgot all about No Way Jose, Robert. I completely forgot about No Way Jose. He's still employed, huh? Jesus. I really, I forgot about that. That's crazy.
Hey daddy, I am stuck in the toilet with no toilet paper. I need your help. I am lucky that I brought my phone. I am calling you. TSK. I am.
That's pretty funny. Gavin donating $3. He's stuck in the bathroom. Oh my God. That's funny because my buddy was over the other day and he really did run out of toilet paper in the bathroom. Gavin, thanks, man. You should be in bed sleeping, so I know it's not really you. But speaking of my son, I did play a nice little prank on him earlier. This is the stuff I do to my kids. So
This is great.
Enjoy this, everybody, as we enjoy this. He was in his room playing video games, screaming and like, "I'll kill you! I'm coming to shoot you!"
Among Us, Among Us. Oh, yes I do.
What are you doing?
Gavin's just like, Dad.
Stop, I'm in the middle of a game.
Go play then.
No, you're being a weirdo. I'm talking to my friend. Daddy, I'm talking
I'm talking to my friend.
Oh my God, that kills. I do the same shit to Danny all the time. I drive her nuts. I always piss her off. I sent you a video on Facebook for the one I found from years ago where I used to just scare the shit out of her when she's doing homework. Like,
Yeah.
I used to drive her nuts. It's great.
Dude, the stuff that I don't have on tape.
That one where I used to torture her with like the stuff, the blow up balloon animals and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh yeah, the blow up balloons. That sounds so wrong. Like, I don't know.
We'd be in like Walmart or Walgreens and stuff, and I would just go ahead and torture her. I'd embarrass the hell out of her no matter where we are. I'd act like an idiot.
Oh, it's awesome. Dude, this is what it's all about, man. I hid in his closet one time for 30 minutes.
My grandmother, I shit you not, no exaggeration, she went ahead and she used to do crazy stuff like that. So there was one time where I had my two close friends who were also my neighbors at this point go to Super K with us. And my grandmother, as we were about to walk out, she goes, "You'll never find me," and ran.
Oh
and
my
we
God.
basically played hide and go seek for the next 2 hours in the store. It was
What the
hilarious.
hell?
And people that were working there and people that were shopping started getting into it, and it became like a mini manhunt to find my grandmother. It was funny. The whole store got in on it. It was funny stuff, but
Oh
she
my
would always
God.
do crazy stuff like that. And a lot of good memories for that stuff.
Let me see this one of you that you just sent me. You got to torture the kids, man.
Oh, I know.
Look at the thing. She jumped out of her seat.
Doing homework,
my God,
concentrating.
she jumped out of our seat.
The audio's not synced on it, but it does match up. It's funny.
Oh my God, bro. She went out of her seat. We got to get out of here, man. Hey, listen, guys. I had a blast tonight. And I want to say thank you guys for the donations, too, and supporting the channel. And everybody who listened to me and Jake, we did a 1 hour and 28-minute podcast. So if you guys want more of me and Jake, it's up on Patreon right now. We talked about a whole bunch of topics, a whole bunch of stuff. A little bit of wrestling, but mostly other stuff. And it's
Colonel Santos, you Pacific Ocean backwet queer. Your mother
Oh.
took every dick on the island, then conceived you in a toilet bowl, you retarded rape victim.
Oh my God. Christ.
Yeah, somebody did find her. One of the staff people that she was friends with found her. Somebody asked.
Oh,
in the chat.
thankfully.
Yeah.
Okay.
She because she used to work there, so she hid in like some employee like side part. That, so she won. No one was gonna find her.
There's the podcast. It's up now. It's got 10 likes already and already got 70 downloads. It's up on
So many people
Patreon.
have honestly reached out to me on Twitter and told me they loved this episode. It was just a really fun thing to record today. You
Dude.
and I talked about so much stuff. Cyberpunk.
When I saw the
and
Cyberpunk
Christ.
thing, that was insane. like what the hell is in that game, dude?
Crucifying people in Cyberpunk and talking about the Snyder Cut of Justice League, penis sizes, sex capades, and whatnot. It's all over the place. TV watching habits. We answer questions from Patreon. And if you want to go and ask questions for us, anything you want to talk about does not have to be wrestling related. That's right. Go to patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Sign up. The $5 tier will get you the Jake and Joe podcast, and you can ask questions yourselves. So make sure you go ahead and hit the like button now, subscribe, and hope everybody stays sexy.
I'll see you guys
Sunday night for the AEW Revolution.
Hey
Joe,
Daddy, I am
tomorrow
using your
we'll monetize
credit
this.
card right now. I am sorry, I wanted to say hi. I want milk tea.
You spelled her name wrong. That's not my daughter's name, you dumb fuck. That's not my daughter's name, you idiot.
You have a poor kid named Brenda.
That's not my daughter's name, you dickhead. But thank you for the donation. Yeah, tomorrow night we'll see you for UFC. I'll be live tomorrow night and Corrupted Podcast tomorrow night on Patreon. Make sure you guys are patrons tomorrow night for $1 even. Become a patron. We're going to be doing Corrupted Podcast. And then, of course,
tonight, monetize this.
Monetize this Friday night. Tonight, monetize this tonight. Friday night, tonight, free. Everyone, be there on Corrupted Nation, my other YouTube channel. It's big. Jeremy Brooks became a $30 patron. Thanks to Jeremy Brooks. You're a beast.
Hell yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Too sweet.
My prediction for surprise wrestler is Aleister Black with his wife Selena Vega. Her no sign clause should be up by now, and maybe his also. And second pick would be CM Punk. BC of his show has now.
It's a good pick, Too Sweet. I'm going to note
'cause
that
he's
down.
doing that wrestling show, CM Punk, so he might want publicity. I could see him saying, focus on your own stuff, but then he's doing that wrestling TV show with, what's his name? The guy that was the Green Arrow. I always forget his name. Stephen Amell.
Yeah. And Stephen Amell's
he's
friends with these
you.
guys. Yes, he's friends
And
with
AEW,
oh my
big
God.
friends with AEW.
He's friends with Cody. Big friends with Cody.
CM Punk to AEW confirmed. We did it.
Shit,
That's
it.
Figured it out.
Too sweet.
Stop stealing my husband
Too sweet,
all
me, Joe.
week. You're ruining our sex life.
Oh my God, Tara Wilson, Drew's wife is angry.
That I
Stop
believe.
stealing my husband. You're ruining our sex life. Oh my God. Well, at least you know, fuck it. At least you're getting it. Once
Yeah,
in
at
a
least
while.
you're trying to.
I mean, listen, Tara, you're gonna have to deal with it. You know, Tara, what has become of you?
Try lingerie.
Man, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't. You couldn't pay me money to watch a porn with Drew and his wife. Let me tell you that.
I've watched one for free. I didn't have to pay for it.
I wouldn't want to do it.
It was pretty exciting.
Really?
He yelled yummy a lot more than you think he would.
Yummy.
I thought he was joking, but no, he's all about eating ass.
You know, maybe I would watch that.
His wife showed up later. His neighbor was there first. Him and the neighbor were going at it for quite a while. That was all the yummy stuff, but
you know, I don't know, man. Maybe I'd check it out. It's out of nowhere,
see,
guys.
He just said, where do you think he's been all night? Exactly.
Yeah,
I know.
see?
He's a pro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow night for Monetize This Live. Don't miss the show tomorrow night. I got some things to talk about tomorrow night on Monetize
big
This.
news.
It's getting crazy. And we got big news apparently from Danny MT. I missed this. He wanted to say something earlier. He's not here, but Danny MT, apparently big news on Monetize This tomorrow night. And Nikki J, the Weed God, tomorrow night on Monetize This. He's got something to say. I don't know what it is, but man, it's exciting. Tomorrow night, Monetize This. You got to tune in and find out. I don't even know what the fuck it's about. I have no idea, but I'm excited. Goodbye. Hit that like button, everybody, on your way out. Thank you very much to the $25 producers of the Joe Cronin Show on your screen right now. The new list will be out probably in the next couple of days. Thank you, sir. And Jeremy, thanks for going to 30. He's not on the list here, but he's a beast.
Sexy bastard.
They're coming all over the place. They're coming all over the place.
Creepy sons of bitches.